us on Instagram. Better follow me at Philly Jam 95.3 FM.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Rebirth. The Rebirth on Philly Jamz 95.3. We are in the building. Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday!
What's going on?
What's good?
The weather was nice today.
Woo!
A little bit of drizzle, but it was still nice.
The weather was dope today. I'll take it.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait to go online. Somebody got shot today.
Right. That's the sad thing
That's
about
the
it.
sad thing.
Absolutely. Welcome to the Rebirth, everybody, on Philly Jamz 95.3. And happy Women's History Month.
Wow.
March is Women's History Month.
Couldn't do it without y'all.
Yes, and we are here to celebrate. Every week we are going to have an amazing woman that we are highlighting here on the Rebirth. And tonight, it will be Miss Lisa Savage.
Yes.
So I'm so excited. Of course, I wish Lisa could be here in person, but we did do a pre-interview that we're going to show, and I think you'll still get the same effect.
Absolutely.
To
This
know
is
who
black
she is and what
excellence
she is.
at its finest, and
Absolutely.
we need to highlight her.
Yes. How was your weekend?
My weekend was busy. Last weekend of cheer competition is
Okay.
over. I got my weekends back, so they took third place in the state.
Wow!
And,
Congratulations.
Yeah. Congrats to the kid and the squad. But yeah, it was good, man. It's just too fast. Only 2 days again. We go back to this.
Right.
The weekend's only 2 days.
I know that's right. Okay, so we want to make sure that we are being heard. If you can hear us on a live, make sure, drop some hearts, make sure that you guys are hearing us out there. Again, we want everybody to be able to hear us. We just check in and making sure our connections are good. Are we good? Okay, we are good.
You want me to sing?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, stop.
What?
What you gonna do for me? Okay.
All right, that's all I'm gonna give them. Till I get that paperwork right. That's all y'all getting.
All right, so Mr. Eli, I know you got
Yes.
the right here, right now going on. What's happening?
Right here, right now, in honor of Women's History Month. Is it woman or women's?
Women's.
I want to get it right.
Women's History Month.
With an S at the end? We're not going to make women plural, more plural. We're going to just call it women.
It's possessive.
Well, I guess it's possessive, so we got to put an S on there.
possessive.
Women's History Month. So I wanted to highlight somebody tonight, Carolyn Peck. If you guys don't know who she is, she was the first African-American to coach in and win a women's division basketball national championship. She did it back in 2017, and she coached a university. And since she's been joined by Dawn Staley, who was also won. She was the second. So we're going to highlight both of these ladies. Carolyn Peck was the first, and Dawn Staley came behind her in 2017 and also won a national championship. First two black women to ever do it. And the cool thing about this story, I saw something on ESPN this morning, which made me want to bring this to the limelight. When Carolyn Peck won, you know how they cut down the nets at the end of each game, and everybody take a little piece of the net? Well, Carolyn Peck sent in a little case a piece of the net to Dawn Staley.
Oh, that's what's up.
Because she says, I want you to be the next one to do it. And
Yes.
Dawn did it.
Yes.
So when Dawn won, Dawn took, there are 70 African-American women that are head coaches in Division I women's college basketball. And she sent all 70 black coaches a piece of net from her championship.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I thought that was dope. I thought it'd be a good thing to highlight tonight in honor of Women's Women's History Month, and it's a little known Black History fact also.
Yes, it is.
So
Very
yes, you can
good,
applaud
Eli.
that, Tosh.
Look
You can
at
applaud
you,
that.
Eli.
You know, we got the women. This is typical
Very
women. Women hating on the other
good.
women right now. You ain't even applauding for them.
It's important that women support other women. It is so, so important. And I can truly say that I am blessed. I do have a great village of women surrounding me. I mean, I have some amazing females that surround me. And I'm just very, very thankful and grateful for that, because it is a blessing.
And you even have a few men that act like women who support you. So you're winning. No, I'm just playing.
Wow.
You're winning.
Give me your cup.
Just kidding, all out there in radio world.
Okay. So tonight we are going to be highlighting an amazing woman. She's my sister,
Yes.
and I love her to death. And she is so worthy of being recognized tonight for a woman that is making major moves
Major.
in the community. Miss Lisa Savage. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Lisa. Lisa is a licensed clinical social worker. She is a graduate of University of Pennsylvania. Her focus of study was on health and mental health. Most of her career has been focused on providing health care to underserved and poor communities. She began her career in Philadelphia, working in the community to provide direct service and education to people affected by HIV.
Oh, wow.
Ms. Savage is a strong proponent of community-based services. To that end, she began working in schools and other community settings. Over the past 10 years, she has expanded her services to schools and opened the Center for Child Development, which focuses on providing mental health services to children and families in the school setting. Ms. Savage completed a 2-year training and research program with the University of Maryland to use evidence-based treatment protocols to improve mental health service provision outcomes. As a result, she has successfully grown this practice to be the largest Black-owned practice in the country.
Say it again.
Serving children and teens. Come on now.
Wow.
Come on now. What are we talking about? Right?
That's so dope.
Additionally, Lisa is the co-founder of Clinicians of Color, LLC. Clinicians of Color is an online platform that provides guidance, resources, and support to the BIPOC providers and clinicians.
Wow.
Clinicians of Color also engage in advocacy, work to improve access to mental health services. One of the new initiatives is a mental health directory to assist Black and Brown communities in finding more access to providers who represent their culture. Lastly, Ms. Savage is a speaker focusing on racism and healthy equality. Thank you
Lisa.
so
Wow.
much, Lisa, for all the work that you are doing,
Yes.
that you have done. I mean, you're amazing. So I had a chance to do a interview with Lisa, and I wanted it to be fun, and I thought we could share it tonight because, again, Lisa was not able to make it tonight, but she did give me some time. So let's check it out.
But before you push that, I think we should just highlight one more thing about her.
Mm-hmm.
All of the opportunities she has given other
Absolutely.
Black
Absolutely.
women to come
Yes.
and work. Like, are you kidding
Yes.
me? So she's truly the gift
Yes.
that keeps on giving. So Lisa,
She
shout
sure
out
has.
to you. Yeah, your goals. Little dead silence.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shay Marriott. Thank you for joining us today. Today is going to be the first start of us celebrating Women's History Month. I'm so excited to introduce to you Miss Lisa Savage, the owner, operator, founder of Center for Child Development and Delaware Center for Counseling and Wellness. Welcome, Lisa. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Shay. It is my pleasure. And thank you for allowing me to be the first person that you interview for Women's History Month.
Yes, I'm very excited. I would love for you to talk a little bit about how Center for Child Development came about. You are such I feel you're a mogul. I think that, you put things out there and everything that you touch just turns to gold. So I'm very happy and honored to be interviewing you and sharing you with the world. So
thank you, Shay. So, I have a passion for a few things in life. And when I have a passion for it, I'm driven and I'm going to push and I'm going to give it my best. So my passion, when I started out as a young mental health professional several years ago, was really working with children and adolescents and really trying to create a place where they could get mental health services without it interrupting their school day or without parents having to miss work. So I thought, let me try to take mental health services to the schools. So I started out with 4 middle schools in Christina School District. And then the following year, because it was so successful, they asked me to provide services in the elementary schools. And that's when I hired Rebecca Rebke. Mm-hmm. And then the year after that, you came on, and then a bunch of other people were hired. And here we are at almost, if not exceeding 70 employees at this point. Yeah. So in the span of since 2007 to 2022, we have grown and are continuing to grow. It warms my heart because that means that more children and families will be able to get services because we are accessible. We are where children spend their time, which is in schools. So that was my vision for Center for Child Development. And it's one thing to have a vision, but it's another thing to make that vision come alive. And it takes a lot of persistence, but it also takes having people on your team who get the vision and who are going to work as hard as I do toward that vision. And I'm very thankful for the folks that work for me at CCD, including yourself, because I will always say that you all are the reason for the success, not me, it's you all. I had the vision, but being able to bring on people who caught that vision is really what has driven CCD to be successful.
Yes. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I always say your team is only as stronger as your leader. And, you know, I can truly say you have been an amazing leader, you know, with not just with myself, but everyone that, you know, has come on. Lisa, you have, like I said, you have your hands in so many things. But the one thing that I know you've recently co-created was Clinicians of Color.org. Right.
Yep.
And I feel that this is such a needed space for people to be able, especially in this time where people are looking for therapists, mental health therapists, and our community, right, being able to find a therapist that looks like us. You created cliniciansofcolor.org. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So after the George Floyd killing and the riots, what we discovered in this country is that the mental health needs of BIPOC communities were increasing. And they were having a difficult time finding providers who understood their culture, who maybe lived in the same neighborhood or came from the same communities as them. So what I decided to do with my co-founder, Kim, was to create a mental health directory, and it's called cliniciansofcolor.org, where we have a ton. I mean, probably over 500, 600 providers across the country who are accessible to people in their communities. So it was a way to connect people to the services that they need. So another idea of mine of making mental health services accessible, and that was kind of how Clinicians of Color came about.
Yes. And I'm telling you, it's even easy for us as providers because, I mean, when we have clients that decide they want to move on somewhere else, it's so easy to be able to go on there and refer them to somebody else that they will feel, you know, comfortable with. So like I said, I mean, you're just a trailblazer, and I know there's going to be a lot more to come. I'm afraid to keep asking next because I know it's going to be something amazing as always.
Thank you, Shay. My brain is always going,
It is.
and thinking of things, but we'll see.
Right. So I in interviewing you, I'm noticing your shirt. Because you talked a little bit about your shirt.
Yeah. So let me show you what it says. It says feminist. And I purchased this shirt, I think during the pandemic. But what it reminded me of and why I wanted to wear it today was the women who came before us. So people like Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman, who were really, in their time, feminists. I mean, they just kind of pushed against all kinds of odds to be able to achieve amazing things that under ordinary circumstances would be difficult. And so I wanted to wear this shirt on the first day of Women's History Month, just to represent and be reminded of women, strong women who have paved the way that allows you and I to sit here today and have this conversation.
Yes, absolutely. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you get two? Because nobody playing.
I can get you one.
So now we got the serious questions out the way. Let's have some fun. Okay. Yep. So, Lisa, in a perfect world, how would people communicate?
Oh my God. Well, Shay, I think what would be interesting is if we could read people's minds. That would be really interesting.
You know.
it would be scary at the same time. But wouldn't that be interesting? Because then we'd know the truth.
It would be. We always laugh and joke about my facial expressions, how
Right.
people can read my facial expressions. So
Right.
I don't know if I want that, Lisa.
You know what, Shay? In reality, most of us don't want that.
Right.
But it would be interesting
It
if
would
we
be.
could read each other's minds at times.
We would avoid a lot of
I
things
think
if
so.
we were able to do that, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so the next question is, if you could only choose one song to play every time you walked into the room for the rest of your life, what would that song be?
Oh my gosh. Well, let's see. I would say a song by Beyonce. And I'm trying to remember. Okay, I think this is the name of it. He put a ring on it or something like that.
Oh,
Put a ring on it.
Ladies.
There you go. And the reason that's important to me is because I felt like she was just so empowered in that song. And you know, I that is my platform is empowering other women. And I felt like that was just an anthem for women everywhere. So I would choose that song.
Okay, good one. The last question would be, if you had a superpower, what would it be and why?
Oh, you know what? I think that's an easy one for me to answer today. I would eradicate suffering. So when we look at what's going on around the world, and of course, Ukraine is in the news, I would eradicate suffering. There's a lot of suffering that goes on in our local communities, and there's a lot of suffering that goes on globally. So if I had a superpower, I would eliminate suffering. I think you know me, Shay, like I am extremely empathic. Like I really care about other people and would literally give like, you know, my last penny to a person. And that's because I don't like to see people suffer, especially people who are really good. So if I had a superpower, that's what it would be, to eradicate suffering, especially for children and adolescents.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you, Lisa. This was fun. And thank you for being my first person to interview for this month. I honor you. I celebrate you. And I'm just so happy to be a part of your life. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Shay. It is my pleasure. And I am even more grateful to have you in my life. I tell you that all the time, but it's the truth.
Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And happy Women's History Month. Make sure you let a woman in your life know how special she is.
Yep.
Talk to you soon.
Hey, and we're back. Such an awesome interview, Shay.
Scaring me, man.
I think it's dope how you gave Lisa the opportunity to talk about all of the great things she's doing and how it's going on. And you actually do a really good job of highlighting her greatness. So thank you, Lisa.
Yeah, absolutely. Lisa is all of that. She really is. And she know I got her back. Day one. She know I have her back. And she has mine. So I just couldn't think of anybody else who I would want to start, you know, women's history off with.
That's what's up.
So, yeah. So, shout out to Lisa Savage. Thank you for doing all that you do.
Yes. Before we go any... Oh, I'm sorry.
We love you.
Yes, we do. And before we go any further, let's acknowledge some people that are joining us online. Nitra Green, hello.
Hey, Nitra.
Yes. Aja Free is a special shout out to my niece, Aja Free, affectionately known as Free. I'm about to tell you a business. She was proposed to on Saturday, and she said yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
All right.
And my soon-to-be nephew-in-law is about 5'1" and a quarter, but he has a big heart.
You know
my
what?
man Nate. Yes. What he lacks in height, he makes up with heart. That's my guy, though. And let me tell you, you know how ignorant my family is down south, right? So when they were all out here, when they met him, they started calling him Roscoe. The man's name is
Wow.
Nick. So now it just stuck. Everybody just called him Roscoe. But good news. So shout out to Aja Free. Also shout out Let me stroll down.
Delisa Lewis.
Delisa Lewis. Hey, yes.
Yes. We're going to have her. She's going to be ending the month, the Women's History Month with us. She will be here the last Monday, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Delisa Lewis, she's another amazing woman.
All
Absolutely.
Right, let's talk about it then. I wanted to read something that, where'd it go? You know, I don't do well without my mouse.
No what?
So Anitra Green said, "Thank you, and clinicians of color truly helped me launch my private practice. She is an icon. Congratulations, Lisa Savage Phillips, on this honor and interview. Awesome."
Yes, absolutely. You know, I tell you what, when you think about people that are selfless,
yes,
and really want to see people do good, especially Black women, that's who Lisa is.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she will give the shirt off her back to someone. And so many other people here in Delaware have gotten their start because Lisa has shared information.
Wow.
And, you know, she supports people to follow your dreams. Even people
Right.
that used to work with us that has gone on and started their own practice. You know, Lisa supports that. You know
That's
what I'm saying? So, you know, again, I can't say enough. And I'm going to continue to say it because this is her night, and I really wish she could have been here with us. But, you know, we salute Lisa, and we love her. And, you know,
Yes.
I know she got so many other things that's coming soon.
Right. Okay.
I'm like, okay, what's next? Because her brain is constantly going, you know? So I'm just very excited, you know, for her and also for the practice. So shout out to Levante Dorsey. Well, excuse me, Levante Yates.
Change your Instagram, change your social media name.
Absolutely. Levante
immediately.
Yates, that's my other sissy. I got to send a shout out, a happy birthday to my Uncle Art. Happy birthday to
Happy
you.
birthday, Uncle Art.
Yes, and my Uncle
Yes.
Arnold. His birthday was a couple of days. And shout out to Michelle Washington. Her birthday was just on Saturday, I believe. So all these Pisces, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Lisa Savage, let me borrow $20,000. We can talk about it off air. I want to start a practice. That's all I need, Lisa. I got a little swamp land down in Florida. They just said I need 20 grand, and we're gonna help the people down in Florida, Lisa.
I
got
can't.
you.
What would be your song? The question I asked Lisa. If you had one song to come in on, it was gonna be Little what's that guy?
And I ain't gonna be Lil Kiki.
Lil Kiki.
It won't be Lil Kiki. Lil Kiki is an icon down south. Forget you, Shay. Let me see. Man, what would it be? I don't know. Let me think about it.
I'll let you think
it's
about
my
that.
life.
Okay.
It's
I'll
my
let you
life.
think about that while
What
I'll
about
let
you?
everybody know. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Boss. To keep me, gotta keep me motivated.
By who?
By Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Oh, because Lil Kiki got
the
a song
Carters.
called Boss.
No, it's not by
You know
Lil
what Lil
Kiki.
Kiki
Stop
does?
it. All right, guys. So our topic tonight is going to be very exciting, and I want you guys to weigh in. What is more important, attraction or connection?
Wow.
What's more important, attraction or connection? Right? So if you had to pick one, what would it be?
Woo.
You want to give the definition of both so we know what we're talking about?
So Shay likes to break things down to their rawest form.
Break it
So I'm
down,
going to
break
be
it down,
Shay
break it down,
in this
break
from
it
this
down.
aspect tonight. So attraction means the action or power of evoking interest, pleasure, or liking for someone or something. Connection, a relationship in which a person, thing, or idea is linked or associated with something else. So what's more important, y'all, attraction or connection?
So you know where this came from? So there's a show out there called Love is Blind, right? And the rules of the show is briefly you meet people or you go on dates in these pods and you don't see the person.
Right.
So you're only basically going off of what you're hearing, what you guys discuss, what you talk about, but you don't get a chance to meet the person. Just to see if you have a connection. So
Right.
a lot of these people, they pick people based off of the connection that they have. And once they make that connection, then it goes a little bit further and they get a chance to meet the person. So the question is, does that connection does it still exist after you see the person? So I forgot the guy. The guy name was Sheikh. He's an Indian guy.
Yes, I saw the episode.
His name was Sheikh, and he has a strong connection with a girl named Deep. What is it called? Okay, I can't do that one. But anyway, he had a strong connection with this young lady, and he actually said that she's a perfect girl, but he didn't have an animalistic attraction to her, right? So how do you feel about that? You have a strong connection with somebody, but you don't have an attraction with them. Do you throw them back in the?
I think that's all based upon where you are in life and what you've been through. So if you've been through a few frogs or whatever men may refer to women as when we're talking from that perspective, if you've been through a few of those people and people who maybe mistreated you and they've been fine but riding people, they've made a lot of money but riding people, and your connection was what they could do for you. And now you meet somebody that you actually have a connection with, but they might not be physically what you're looking for. So I think it depends on where you are in life. If you are a little more mature, I'm not going to even put an age on it, but if you've been through some things and you're a little more, you've matured as a person, then you understand the importance of connection. When we're young, oh, hell yeah. I'm not going to date. I didn't need a connection with a woman when I was younger. I just need her to look good. I need her to match my fly. But as you get older, you learn that that's not important. So I think it just depends on where you are in life. If the 21-year-old me is not concerned about the connection, the older dude, absolutely. I need to know that I can look over there and I can count on you, that we are one. And without that, the other part don't even matter. At this point, if you're fine, you got everything I like, but we don't connect, I gotta let you go. Okay. So. Oddly enough, it flips. I just think it comes with maturity. What do you say? What say you?
So, do you feel that you can date or be with someone that you're not attracted to, but have a strong connection? Do you think that connection? Do you think you can, I guess, learn to be attracted to that person?
I think that I probably wouldn't seek that person out if I saw them across the room. But if I was around you every day and we worked, let's just say hypothetically, we worked together. And I got to know you, you got to know me, or there was just and the connection formed that way. Then absolutely, because that's what's important. But we're all visual people, especially men, maybe more so than women. I don't know.
Right.
I can't speak for y'all.
Right.
However, I probably wouldn't see you from across the room and go step to you if I didn't physically find you appealing, because we worry about that first, and we hope that you got your head right after the fact, instead of you having your head right, then you being cute or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, it would be hard just off site like.
Social media is chiming in. Free says connection is more important. Lisa is on. Hey, sis. Lisa said, Ed, let me get a corner of that drink.
I guess that's a no to the 20 stacks. All right, Lisa.
Reladelic said facts. And Anitra says, wow, great question. Both have always been equally important. I have to say connection. Looks change, hair fades. A beautiful heart is timeless.
Wow.
Indeed.
How you read that like a overnight DJ?
Yes. That's like Sapphire coming out.
Oh shit.
Anyway, let me stop before I get in trouble.
I need some water. It's getting hot in here.
Oh gosh. So I agree that connection is important. I do agree that connection is important, and I think that if you have a connection with someone, I do feel that, you will find them attractive in some type of way. Now come on now. Like, somebody that only a mother could love might be a different, it might be a different story, but I'm just saying, connection is important.
So give me the answer of 22-year-old Shay Marriott. Give me the answer of 22-year-old Shay Williams. What's important?
So I'm not gonna lie. Like, yes, I am a visual person. I was and still is, but the mature me wants the connection over the attraction, but you gotta look like something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't.
But if the connection's so strong, looks don't matter, right? That's what
The
that's what we're
connection-
essentially saying.
The connection be strong, and then I keep you home. So
But you said that if the connection is really strong, then I'm gonna find something attractive.
Yeah, I
about
do
you
believe that.
by
I'm just
default.
joking around.
I don't know. I don't know.
I do believe that. Yes, yes. I think if you have a strong connection with someone, that you will find them attractive. You know, it might not be like drop dead, like
when they walk in the room, like, damn.
yeah,
Ooh, she fine.
right, yeah. But you will find them attractive. Like I wouldn't stop seeing someone that I had a strong connection with,
Right.
But not necessarily. He might not have been the best looking dude, but I could look at him.
Right. I think I said this before. I was a few months ago, maybe November. So me and a couple of my guys from high school, we all went out for drinks. One had come into town from Florida, so we all get together. And we were at Buffalo Wild Wings. We were just talking, and we were talking about girls from high school. And I told them all I was really angry at them for allowing me to date my high school girlfriend. And they was like, "Why?" So I pull up her Facebook picture. I said, "Look at her." I said, "That was some bullshit. Y'all know goddamn well she didn't look good." And I thought she looked good, you know. And they was like, "Yo, dog, she wasn't like that in high school." I was like, "No, she was like that, man." So I was angry with these cats. I'm like, "Yo, why y'all? What the hell, bro?"
Oh my God.
So I don't even know why I told that story. I was going somewhere. It's the low hanging fruit.
So listen, Delisa says, "True, a good connection brings attraction," and I do believe that a good connection brings attraction in some kind of way. Levante says, "I need a what we call those gifts?
Ooh,
I need
look,
a gift
read
to
it.
respond to Shay's answer. I call bull. You know what,
Yes.
sis? You ain't right.
What's the phone number? Levante, can you call in, please?
Stop it.
We
You
need
better
somebody to
not.
keep it
You
funky up in
you
here.
better not call up here."
Levante, what's the number?
267-908.
Yes. You got that? Hey, Levante, if you heard that, put some likes up.
She didn't hear it. She didn't hear it.
Dang it. One more time. It's on the screen. It's on the screen.
Anyway.
Levante, call in.
Anyway, Anitra Green, she says, "LOL." Delisa said, I don't think I have ever had a connection with someone I wasn't attracted to. Okay.
But
Okay.
you can't get, like, they're not mutually exclusive, right? Because in the beginning, it's either one or the other because you don't know about it. If they're cute or handsome or whatever, you don't know that the connection is going to happen. You just physically, like, that person is appealing to me. You know what I mean? So you don't know if that's going to happen. They could be stupid or, you know, listen, I knew this fine girl, right? And I really wanted her. And then I heard her read. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, oh, this
You need to stop.
this
You
cannot
have to
happen.
change.
No, I'm saying I heard her read, and then she had to put her finger under the words, and I was just like, I'm out of here, son. You ain't that fine. She was fine, but I was like, you're not that fine for me to overcome that. You can't be like stuttering on the words and you with your finger underneath it. I was like, do you wear glasses? She was like, no. I was like, what the hell going on then? So you like Fantasia
You are not.
I'm just saying.
You are not right. Jim Marshall says, "I can't be scared in the middle of the night."
Word.
Oh, wow. Okay. Shonda Johnson said, "Ed, put the cup down."
No. Okay, Shonda. You met this really handsome guy and he couldn't read. Really? Come on now. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. So I do think that it is important. I think connection is important because, you don't want to be with somebody that you're solely, based off their looks,
Right.
and then they don't offer anything more, anything outside of that, right? So, and then he said animalistic
Right.
attraction. So to me, I think he was more about wanting,
Physically.
he wants physical, he wants
Yeah.
sex and all of that. But then the people that you get, like you just said about the young lady that couldn't read, they might be beautiful and, or handsome or fine, but there's no substance to them,
Right.
and that's not, especially if you're looking for something long term, that's not
Right.
going to hold you down, right?
It's not.
So, the connection is really important. So how do you know when you have a connection with someone? What happens?
I think it's just easy.
Mm.
The relationship is easy, and you have things in common. You have the conversation is easy. Like things just flow, and when there's no connection, there's always you could be fine, he could be fine, Both of you guys he has a great job. She has a great job, and you're just butting heads. You can't seem to get on the same page. I think being able to form that connection and having things in common. They say opposites attract, but I think that you do need to have a lot of things, and you need to like some of the same things, not everything, because then it'd be boring.
Oh, we got a caller.
Ooh,
if it's Levante, we are not taking calls tonight.
God is Levante Dorsey. Put that caller through.
Oh.
Yes.
Don't do me like that.
Welcome to the Rebirth.
Don't try to censor me because you don't want me to call it. It is Levante live and in effect.
Oh, snap.
Hi, sissy. I love you. Did I tell you I love you today?
I'm in rare form tonight. I'm calling
God.
Let's go, Levante.
All right,
She
go
talking to you.
ahead.
Take your headphones off,
I
Shay.
ain't going to say nothing.
Go ahead, Levante. What's up?
No, I just love that little PG answer she gave because she knows darn well she ain't sitting to date or look at nobody that look like an usmuck. My boyfriend now don't look like that. I ain't gonna say names. And boyfriends from the past ain't look no crazy. So I don't even know why she said that on this national station like this.
She always trying to be PC, Levante. She always trying to be PC.
She be calling me right up. Talk about, yeah, he was nice, but there wasn't no attraction. That would be the first thing she called me and said.
Oh, you know what? That's right. I did say that his legs was too skinny at one point.
Wow.
Yeah, I had dated this guy. He was nice, but I could.
Was that the guy with the little arm?
Oh, goodness.
Oh, yeah. I remember you talking about doing skinny legs
You
with a little
lying.
arm.
You lying.
You trying to date DJ Paul out here. You thought he was going to be a hit. You thought he was going to be a multimillionaire rapper.
You know what? But no, I'm not a surface person. Levante, you got to clean that up now. You got to.
First off, I didn't say you was a surface person.
Thank you.
I
I'm
said
sweating,
you ain't
y'all.
dating no uckmucks. That's what I said. I ain't saying you going to solely base it on that, but they ain't going to get it too far if they ain't looking good. They can have the personality. They can have everything else y'all talking about. But if that face and that body ain't hitting shit, stop lying.
So Levante, before you go, right? I got since you're here, we're talking about the real Shay. So Shay, you said you're not a surface person. So would you date the nice guy with the little arm? Take the small hand, Shay.
I cannot stand him right now.
Would you?
You know what? Anyway.
You're not a surface person. This guy is career driven.
If
He has
he
a
treats-
business. He treats you like a queen, but he just shows up at the door with this.
Yes.
He puts your ring bell like this.
You know what? I apologize. I
You
apologize for
persons with
Eli's behavior.
Levante, she lying. She said she would. She's
We
lying.
love all persons with disabilities.
No,
Certain
I'm
people
not-
have preferences.
Yes, we do love everyone. I'm just asking her, would she do? She's not a surface person. That's just an example. Take the small
I'm hanging up before I get myself in trouble.
Thank,
Love you guys.
thank you. Love you too. Well, Eli, don't forget, you was dating the girl with the dirty earring back.
I was not dating her. I was not dating her. Let's be clear.
What was you doing? Oh, no, you dated the girl with the leg. Didn't she take her leg off?
No, she had one arm.
Oh, she had one arm.
But I didn't know
Okay.
she had one arm. When I found out, that was it. But that was in my 20s, and I was real, in my 20s.
I cannot. Listen, guys, please excuse Eli tonight. So let me ask, we have a couple people in the studio tonight. What's more important? I'm going to put you on the spot. We got Jen Marshall in the building from The Real Conversation.
Yes.
That's right, Jen.
Yeah.
What's important to you, attraction or connection? Okay. But if you couldn't have, it's either or.
Yeah, which one?
Okay, so connection for you. Tasha LaQueen, what's important for you? Connection is important. Okay.
So, what do 20-year-old Tasha and Jen want?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I just want to see if y'all mature. Y'all grow it up or not.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. So I agree. I do think, and it does depend on the stage and what you have already gone through. Some people are in that phase where they want somebody that look good on their arm all the time.
All the time, yeah.
But they treat you like crap, right? I have to even go further when it comes down to, you've been hearing about these high-profile men, right? A woman wants a high-profile man. What does that mean? What does that look like? But how does that man treat you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A man that is making over 6 figures, that is very well connected and all of that, how does he treat you? Because I've been in that situation, and the person that I was seeing was a straight narcissist. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you really got to be careful of what you're asking for and what your what your intentions are when you're dating.
Right.
So if you are dating someone that you feel is very, very attractive, other people are going to feel that they're very, very attractive too. So you have to be strong in yourself.
Okay with that,
yes,
right.
you have to be okay and very secure in who you are to know that just like you see that he's handsome, other women see that as well.
Don't nobody
vice
want
versa.
nobody that ain't nobody else attracted to. I mean, now you don't want them to spread themselves out there, but you want to know that other women find your man attractive or your woman attractive, right? Yeah. So I think it's a different time, and I tell you, so I know this young lady who she's trying to figure things out, and she's always looking for. Why you trying to get back to me? This is a real story.
No, I was just adjusting myself. I'm hot. I feel real hot right now.
So she is looking for dudes with money, right? So she met this one guy, and he owns three. I'm not gonna say the business because people might know. So he owns 3 of these said businesses, right? She knows that he can afford to pay $10,000 a month in rent for these 3 businesses, and he has a nice house. But he has like 3 kids that his 3 kids will live with him, and his mom helps him take care of these kids. So she's like, oh man, this would be an opportunity for me to cause I'm in an apartment, I'm struggling. Let me try to lock on with old boy. So she hook up with him, whatnot. And it starts to fade out a little bit. So somehow she has a friend that keeps old pregnancy tests.
What?
Yes, that are positive.
Who
And
does that?
she sends him a picture
Oh, wow.
of the pregnancy test and
Y'all
says,
be-
hey, and this person's like 27, 28. To try to get my man to give her money
That's
for an
crazy.
abortion.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so she's telling him she needs I'm like, all of this for $300, $400, $500? That's so extreme to me. And
Yeah.
she's not pregnant at all. But where do you get OP tests from that are positive
Right.
that you can produce in a photo with your hand, so he sees your hand, there's no issue.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So-
It'd be tripping out here.
People are tripping out here, and people are doing whatever,
Yeah.
to grab somebody. So I think so. The connection is important, but I think also money is important to a lot of people.
Before you go to the money,
Yes.
we have a question. What does the connection feel like? What does the connection feel like?
Take it away.
You always putting me on the spot. So to me, okay, so I'm a person that is stimulated mentally. Intellect is very important to me, right? So if we can have conversation and it goes on and on and on and on, like, okay, I'm here, right? You got me. You don't got me, but you're willing me in a little bit, right? Because you can hold a conversation.
That's one of your love languages, right?
It's one of my.
No,
So-
no pun intended, but you know what I'm saying? That's something that appeals to you.
You heard them threw me under the bus several times tonight. But mental stimulation is very, very important. So, and I think it's up to the individual as well. What is a connection for them? For me, mental stimulation, also consistency. Someone that is very consistent and has integrity. Like
Right.
those things help me connect. And if I constantly see that and you're bringing that to the table, then you're willing me in. You got
Right.
me, So that's how I know that, okay, we have chemistry here. This is a good connection. Respect, mutual respect, not dominating, you know what I'm saying? Especially in conversation. Like, really want to hear what I have to say, really want to, understand where I'm coming from. And I think being a therapist, it was very difficult for me dating, because it was almost like when guys, oh, you're a therapist. Oh boy, what, you gonna read my mind? Look, I'm a therapist, not a psychic. Okay, but it was an intimidation there. So what's connection for you?
Definitely good conversation. As much as I talk about like button thighs, things that I really like, I like a classy woman though. I like for you to have those things, but I don't like for the world to they're always out. So if you're a classy woman, smart, I'm a father, so I need somebody who is family oriented. You know what I mean?
Right.
those things are important to me. If you're there, then our connection can grow.
Yeah.
If I know these things about you, and I need you to be smarter than me. And look, it may not always be on display on here because I be here cutting up. But I have a master's degree. I'm a pretty intelligent guy.
He is. He's very intelligent.
This is fun hour. This is what we do. But I like a classy woman and a woman who can have good conversation. If we can talk and we connect in that way, I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah. You know what else connects me? Music.
Yes.
So I'm a music head, and somebody that can vibe, like we can sit and just vibe with music, and some wine. I'm good.
Give me
like,
some water
I can
too.
Connect.
Give me some water. Let me sit by some water.
And yes, absolutely. I thought you meant like give you some water,
No,
like
no,
a
no,
cup
no,
of
no.
water.
No.
Free says, y'all are funny. Truth, I was not attracted to my dude at first.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Because he wasn't tall, and I didn't think that he matched my swag. But as time went on, I fell in love with him. Okay, Free. And now I've found myself not even looking at other dudes. You can't tell me my man isn't Denzel. And now I call him Mr. Sexy Man.
Whoa.
Man, he loves it. Our connection is just out of this world. Go ahead, Free. I am not mad at you. I love it. I absolutely love it. Because you know what? A lot of people pass up really good dudes and females, but really good dudes because they don't have a 6-pack. They might have a 12-pack. They don't have, they're not making 6 figures, or they don't drive a certain vehicle, or whatever the case may be. A lot of people pass on a lot of good dudes. True. It's really about how that person treat you. How they treat you, how they honor you. Do they treat you, as a queen? Are you acting like a queen, first of all?
I was about to say, you got to earn that
acting
right
like
there.
a queen? And vice versa, even when it comes down to females. A lot of men, they go for, women that are the Instagram models, and that's what they want. But when they're always in your pockets or saying, what is it that you can do for me? Is that a connection for you? Right. Absolutely. I love that, Free. And congratulations to you. I love everything that you said here.
We's about to have a wedding in the family.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. I gave him my approval too. Free, by the way, he did come to me and ask for your hand. And I said, you sure?
Yeah.
And he said, yeah. I said, well, hey, that's your heart and blood pressure, brother. Go for it. No, but I gave him my well wishes, and he's a good dude. He is a really good dude.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really good. And you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna be very transparent. I had to really. I don't think I was ever a. Let me shut up because somebody else is gonna call up here and gonna be like,
no, sir. You always want people to put it out there, and then here you go.
Yeah.
Okay, what was you about to say?
Well, wait a minute. Jen says you have to be careful because bums are attractive too.
Ooh,
you know
child.
what? I can't with you. I cannot with
That's
you.
That's real talk, though. She ain't lying.
So, yeah, no, I do think that with age and the stage of your life, it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
What you may required before is not what you need.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And you really got to think about, well, what is it that I really need? What do I need in my life characteristics? Let's stop talking about what we want the person to look like and what we want them to have. But how do we want to be treated? What are the characteristics of that person?
Right.
And I would say last year, about a year ago, a little bit over a year, I have a prayer journal. And I would write in my prayer journal when I realized that I was ready to be in a relationship because I had to come up out the streets, y'all.
Whoa.
I was dating.
Whoa.
And I had fun dating. So I was okay being single. So let me clear that up when I say, come up out of streets. I don't mean it in that way, meaning that I was really enjoying being single and loving my singleness or whatever. So I was okay. But then eventually I said, you know what? I do want a relationship. I do want to be in a relationship. And I had to really think about what was it that I needed What was it that I needed, not what I
Right.
wanted? And I wrote those things in my prayer journal. And long story short, I actually reconnected with someone from my high school, and
Wow.
and it's crazy because everything that I wrote, those qualities he had.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't something that started out that way and then it faded. The way he was when I met him is the same way he is now. And it's
Consistent.
very consistent, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that speaks volumes of him. So, yeah.
So how did you know? Like, what were key points in your life where you say, okay, I don't need this, I need this, I don't need this, I need that?
I just
Like-
got tired of the bull crap, man. I got tired of, dealing with guys that all they wanted to do was text. Like, they didn't even want to have conversations on the phone anymore, And then I start acting like that. And I'm like, what is wrong with me?
Was these people younger than you?
Shut up.
Because grown men like to have a little conversation. This is an under 40 crowd. You must have been entertaining. You out here bagging these young boys, and then you mad because they just want to text you talking about sup. No, you can't be getting mad. Why you gonna take my mic away like that? I quit. If you gonna be doing that, I quit.
Oh my God. What they say? Sup.
Sup. And you sitting there mad. That's all they gotta say.
No.
Well, get out the daycare then. Get your ass out the daycare dating.
I never went after young guys. They came after me. I wasn't looking for that. But anyway, smarty, I can't stand you tonight, man.
What they say? Sup. They make that joint one word. They turn 2 words into 1 word.
Let me read these comments. Free said, girl, my man got body. He drives a Kia Ford.
Oh, he does.
But he will give me the world. But when I'm with him, I feel like we riding in a Bentley. And thank you, Unc, for your blessing. Puerto Rico, here we come. Okay. Levante says, now y'all got me thinking of what was taught to me at a young age. Nana always said, don't bring me no ugly grandbabies. She didn't mention any other relationship aspects.
Wow.
Exactly. Well, I think my grandma used to say, if you can't bring them home, leave them alone.
Oh, that's true.
Anitra says, I definitely had different priorities in my dating in my 20s versus in my 40s. Before I met my husband, I placed much more values on looks. Okay. Jen says, saying stuff you got to look up. What?
Who's speaking big words?
Oh.
Your vocabulary, Shay. Oh. Sup,
I
child.
cannot. All right. Y'all got me tonight. That's okay. It's all got me sweating. I'm over here sweating like, oh, man. It's all good.
We're going to bring some of these low-hanging fruit every week. Anitra said, I'm glad my husband is nice and handsome. LOL, but I was more concerned about values, priorities, and other characters and qualities.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Listen, let me tell you this really quick.
Absolutely.
So, my truck got sideswiped. Did I tell you that?
No.
So it got sideswiped about a week and a half ago. So I take it to the body shop. Nobody, they ain't leave a note in that low down dirty. Mm-hmm. So I take it to the body shop. I actually got it back today. But for the last week and a half, this is how crazy it is out here. I've been riding around. The rental car company, for whatever reason, they gave me a Range Rover Sport.
Oh, get out.
White.
Wow.
So they was like, you mind riding this? This is kind of, it was either that Range Rover or a Chevy Equinox. So you know which one I took, right? I said, now you need an Equinox over there, bro. Let me get that Range Rover, sir. But for the last week and a half, it's been crazy.
I bet it
At
has.
the lights, riding through the city, they just like they blowing the horn. I said, let me take my shades off. Cause I'm doing too much of it. I got it. It's got the full roof, sunroof.
Right.
And we had a couple of sunny days like today. And when they called me and told me my truck was ready, I was upset.
I know you.
And not for nothing, I just put $80 worth of gas in it yesterday. I was trying to burn it back down to a half a tank. I was going at 130 down 95. I was trying to burn all that gas up.
Gas prices is crazy, right?
Let's talk about that.
Crazy.
Crazy. I said, see that? Hey, there you go.
Crazy.
Flashback. Yo, ma, that's crazy. You got a lot of that, do you?
That's crazy.
It's crazy, ma. In the text, sup, ma. Look, if you'd have been a little older, they might have said, sup, my mom.
So crazy.
Your dog about to hit my mama. Hold on.
Man, this has been a fun night. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have a great March prepared for you guys. Really, I don't even want to, spoil it. But the next person that's coming on next Monday, and she's doing a lot of work in the community and across the world.
Oh, wow.
So I'm very excited to have her on next Monday. And again, we're going to continue doing this through the month of March. We are honoring amazing women here on the Rebirth. We are highlighting these ladies, and we are giving them their flowers while they are still here.
Yes.
So, I really appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight and for coming, every Monday at 7 p.m. You guys are tuning in and showing us love, and we really, really appreciate that. Eli, you got any last words?
Man, hey, I just second everything you said. You guys are definitely make this thing go. Your participation. I know we was a little buck wild tonight, but I think y'all need that every now and again to keep y'all honest. But yes, we're going to continue to celebrate women this month and every month, man, because you know what? What would this world be without women?
Yes.
Would I be sitting here?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's right.
I have a lot of sisters and nieces, so and my mom, so I revere women to the fullest, and that's just me. So yeah, man, thank you, women of the world, black women of the world.
Yes, absolutely.
Love y'all, man. Y'all be
Yes.
losing sometimes, but we love y'all.
Yes. Thank you so much. And you know what? Hey, thanks for being such an amazing co-host. I'm glad you're on this journey with me, bro.
Wow, don't try to do that to me.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm glad you're on this journey with me, man.
I've been a little emotional the last 6 months. Don't do me like that.
It's okay. You can wait till we get off air and cry. So.
I won't be crying.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight to the Rebirth. Make sure you tune in every Monday night at 7 p.m. on Philly Jamz 95.3. You have a good night. God bless.
Peace.
Follow us on Instagram. Follow me at Philly Jam 95.3 FM.
Baby girl, you know you pressure. I would never do anything to upset you. Man down, love got me on a stretch. Touch my mind, soul, and body when I'm next. You been looking my whole life. Somebody treating me right. Yeah. I just wanna be next to you. Let's catch a vibe just as long I'm next to you. You be getting high when I'm next to you. Damn, I really love it when I'm next to you. I just catch a high when I'm next to you. Lights, camera, action. Scorsese, baby girl, every frame of your body is attraction. Why you pick your finger?